Man said, this isn't supposed to be happening. What is this? Sensation.
TVA is a black-owned business.
On God and them.
How you feeling, King?
I just hit record. So, we live. Top of the morning. Hold on. Let's get this ish.
Hello. Yo, turn me up my headphones.
I swear down, people trying to kill the ears.
Is that better?
Nah, just a little bit down. I'm the worst.
People are trying to destroy their bloody ears, man. Just for the sake of good music.
Crazy, dog.
As if it's not that high.
Nah, it's alright still.
And what are you trying to hear when it's so high already?
I don't know.
Hey, yo, turn me up on the headphones. No, don't, please, not mine, but yeah.
Hello.
We all good.
Alright.
A little louder. What are you trying to hear? Are you trying to hear hi-hats all the time? I don't know what you're trying to hear.
We recorded.
Yes,
I'm not even an artist, so I don't know.
What's this podcast called?
Made In Chafford podcast, I believe.
Come on.
You already know what time it is. Made In Chafford podcast episode 111.
You alright?
I'm right.
He is correct.
What if I'm right?
Yeah, it's my phrase, don't take it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had it patterned.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, dog.
It's gone through the process. All the solicitors.
All the solicitors. My lawyers will be calling you. No one needs to say that on American shows. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Let them call me. I'll reject this.
Man's here, innit?
Exactly. Alright, you already know what time it is. Two Dems, the real is back.
Come on.
Listen, you know what time it is. That's it. Let's get started.
Yes,
Boys, give us the aliases.
Don Corleone, the one and only. Nah, I'm saying. We're here in the flesh.
It's Eman G45. The G solid in my name. The 45 is silent. It's Black Mamba Dove. Yeah, there we go.
That's what he was waiting for. Yeah.
It's Genghis Jibogwe. Ready to take over.
Take over.
And it's the Yam.
Yeah, it's the Yam Cheetah.
There we go.
The Yam Cheetah.
I'm fast when I'm eating.
Imagine trying to run while you eat. That should be the
That's nuts. Do you know what? Someone said this the other day and I was really in favour of it. I was like, you know what? I'm interested. I want to see the steroid Olympics.
Yeah,
I want to.
No, big facts.
I'm so in favour of it.
Big facts.
Yo, let me see what Hussein can do with that.
What, with the new pack?
With the new pack.
You lot are crazy, man.
Nah, you telling me you don't want to see that?
Someone will die on the line, bro.
Phelps.
No, not really.
Nah, because they can. They'll give it to them an adequate dose. Surely. There's doctors behind this.
No,
shit.
because people are doing like the World's Strongest Man, the Mr. Olympia. They're all on horse growth hormones, mate. Like
Horse.
yeah,
Who?
yeah, all of them.
Horse. As in them man that neigh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright,
That
sea
man.
biscuit and them man.
All of them, man. Yeah, they're on roids. They're on everything basically. But they have doctors. They have blood work done. Like they have supervision whenever they're not out there just doing it like on the side. They're doing it properly. So like if it was to be a steroids Olympics, then it could be something great. But then you'd have individuals like transgenders who can't really participate.
I'm not getting into that. But
No, okay, all right.
No,
What I mean is like, for example, if a woman turned into a man and then she was on hormones just to get to the average level, and then the males who have been males all their life, who have been performing at a high level already, and then they go on steroids, it's just going to be unequal.
they wouldn't be able to compete, essentially.
Yeah.
I heard that.
The person who has transitioned from a woman to a man would not be able to compete just because it'd be super unfair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. But I guess it'd just be
I hope
interesting.
nobody's triggered.
I don't think there will be. You explained your point.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where you was going.
I landed,
but
yeah?
You landed for sure.
The plane landed, yeah.
Better than Dragons in Congo landed.
Oh boy. You got some heat for that one, boy.
Do you know what? Someone had to message me and be like, yo, what was Eman on about?
Serious?
Yeah. Shout out to Joshy Mac. He was just like, he's a friend from uni. And he was just so intrigued as to like, yo, what was he on about?
Tell him to go and search up. There's one documentary.
You're mystified by the fact that there's unicorns in North Korea.
I don't know anything about that. But then again,
Do you agree?
Kim Jong Un is a king, is a god out there. So,
Well, you think? Do you know what? He's the type of person.
I don't think that's what he tells his people, and they have to receive it.
Oh, so you think
If they don't receive it, then
So you think they just be having horses? Maybe put a
no, a
traffic
unicorn
cone on
is
their head.
nah.
And then say, "Yo, this is
Wow.
a unicorn."
Traffic cone.
Nah, a unicorn is a rhino.
So that's what you think? Okay, please explain further.
It's a rhino.
This
Yeah.
is a very interesting start. To
I think we might be killing people.
It's a rhino, bro. Like, I mean, that's as far as it goes. I don't know about horses with horns on their head, with one horn. Just like, what does he do with it?
I don't think
It's painful. I mean, we have deers close enough to a horse.
Oh, what's it? Mooses be moosing.
Mees.
Mees.
Bloody hell! I looked at that. Was it you? I think it was you that posted it in the group chat. That's a bloody beast.
Them things.
They're
I don't
big,
know how,
man.
no wonder why, like, when Americans
They're
are like,
massive.
I crash into a moose. Like, you're dead.
You're in trouble. You're in big
tr-
trouble. You're in big trouble.
All right, Jada, it's time to come to. I don't know.
No, before we get into Jada, yeah.
Okay. Do your thing.
Actually, no. Get on to Jada.
Well, okay.
It will be another topic.
I was gonna
Next
say
topic.
before we get started, I wanted to just say. to
Oh
the
yes, of
people-
course.
Oh yeah, shouts out to all the
To
people.
the people, all the people them who listen to this podcast, first and foremost. We don't take enough time to
We
just
love you.
tell you lot that we appreciate you lot. Because someone's listening. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
we
a
see the
fact.
numbers and we genuinely, everyone who wakes up on a Tuesday and turns us on and hears our voices, we genuinely appreciate you. Chanel, we appreciate you posting us every week. Sean, we appreciate you liking all of our posts every week. Vincent, I know you listen all the time. Karim, I know he put out a new song, I think.
Yeah, that boy stays
He put out a YouTube video. Go watch his YouTube video.
stays busy.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Femi as well. He laughed at your Dragons in Congo thing. I finished his book yesterday actually. It's actually
yeah?
really good.
Shouts
Man.
to
Shouts
Femi.
out to Femi. I'm looking forward
Oh,
to
if
that next book.
Femi is listening, I'm really intrigued. Like, I would like to have a discussion about you about white holes.
White holes.
White holes, yeah. If it's really a thing, and
I thought he said white hose.
Tell me what you really think about
about the white holes. You know them holes? No, the white holes. So there's a black hole and then there's a white hole. If theoretically it could be true.
What is the theory behind it? Is it like it's got to do with light? I'm assuming.
If Femi comes,
He'll know.
Yeah,
He's a smart brother. I was reading a book, yeah, and it teaches like certain aspects of physics, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, my brain was just like,
Does it break it down for the layman, or is he?
yeah, because like it's typically for like young adults and older, and you can see how he kind of intrinsically writ it so that they can actually understand that type of stuff. And he was really in his bag. So shouts out to him. Also shouts out to all of our North American listeners, man.
Yeah, we see you on the Pandora doing numbers.
Harlem.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
And show us some love, man. Show us some love. Just you put down the hashtag MIC pod. Just tell us you're listening. You know what I'm saying? Give us a
For
little
real.
bit of encouragement. But no, we appreciate everybody that listens. I wanted to get that off before we started. Just
Oh, also there was a lovely lady. Please message me because I forgot your name, but she was there at the
Black girls.
Black
living-
girls.
Black
Live
Girls
live show.
Living live show. We definitely appreciate that. Like, and also shout out to Black Girls Living, man.
Of course.
They
that
did
was an
wonderful
amazing.
show.
Oh, that was phenomenal. I have
Shout out
give
to my
credit where
sister,
credit
man.
is
That was
due.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
love.
Shout out to Jess as well.
Shout out to all the
Cooking.
Scorpios listening right now, B.
Oh yeah, it's your time.
Sting your ass.
That's it,
Smooth
sting your ass.
stingers in the building. You know what I'm saying? Smooth stingers in the building. Know what I'm saying? Nah.
95 over there.
What are you,
I'll
wet
sit this one
man?
out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't ask to be
No,
born.
but to be honest,
I don't want to be here.
no, you're a shower man. Don't worry, man. You're a
I just
shower
got here.
man.
I don't know.
It's just my third day out there.
That's so funny. Wait. But yeah, that was an amazing experience, that live show. Shout out to Jazz for lighting your ass up, boy.
They cheated. They just said Drake and Rihanna, and then that was it. They will accept that answer. They were
so
supposed to
funny.
name the song, so I don't know, man. And obviously the songs they were choosing were for the Galdem. You can't even pretend they weren't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know any of those
What,
songs.
Did you know any of the songs?
Never.
That's a fact. So if they put some Digga D in there, I might have been alright. But no. So
Yeah, it's one of those things. Also,
You
it's
got
also
roasted, but, yeah.
It's also Michael's birthday, Mr. MBT.
Mr. MBT.
Yo, that's a
Happy
King.
birthday.
Of course,
Enjoy
of course,
yourself,
of
Season and
course.
that. You get me?
Shout out to Vix from Black Girls Live in this. But well, it was her birthday.
Day
wasn't it?
before, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, man, let's get into it. I just wanted to get some shouts out just to show the people.
No,
some
that's
love,
a fact. It has to
you
be
know?
done. It has to be done. It's the right way to start the pod. Okay, so Jada, bring your ass to the dark grey table.
I have a true question.
Go on.
Right, this is gonna sound somewhat misogynistic. Is it misogynistic? I don't want to say that.
The
but
fathers of Eman G45 off Eman G45 alone. Terms and conditions not apply.
Nah, I won't ask it like that because otherwise I'll get roasted. But I'll ask it like this: When does? Oh no, I don't know how to ask it.
Just
Sorry.
ask it, man. You already put a caveat out, so they know.
Nah, I don't wanna say
as
it.
bad as you're thinking it is.
It's
As well.
it's from a place of heart and love. So.
No. What are you
trying to cook her?
That has nothing to do with.
Just
food,
ask
but
it.
yeah.
We'll keep the ball rolling.
No.
No?
Well, that was a waste of time.
No, okay, you know what? Forget. Whatever.
Well, I can't forget it now. You brought it up.
No. Listen, forget. So basically, the question is, when does good food turn bad?
Oh, that was a fair question.
When does good food turn bad? And when I mean good food, I mean like good woman. But
Nah, it's been bad, and it happened like
because every
their
time it's
chakras
her birthday,
obviously aren't aligning.
every time it's her birthday, she looks in the mirror, turns 3 times, listens to all girls I've seen her, then Tupac appears in the mirror.
You're just candy, man.
Nah, it's just Tupac.
Shakur.
Always remembering Tupac. Oh yeah.
I said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nah, it happened. Like, listen.
Should we give context to the people then?
Yeah. So Jada Pinkett Smith has recently come out and said, "Yo, having sex with Will is an awful experience." Crazy sentence, but them two have been, I don't know, like it's been a turbulent marriage. It seems for the last few years. Obviously, Will himself went to the Red Table Talk and they discussed the context of their marriage and the relationship she had with August, which is also well documented. I mean, it's getting hard to.
I feel like it's a media civil war. So 2 weeks ago, I think he went on, was it GQ? I think one of those magazines, and he was discussing his marriage with Jada, and he was insinuating that she's not the only one who is having relationships outside of the marriage, or consensual sex outside of the marriage.
Yeah.
So now, coincidentally, 2 weeks later, we get this new report from Jada saying, his dick's trash. It's almost too coincidental. I feel like I actually think
They're going tit for tat.
They're going tit for tat, and I do think give this boss give and take. You know what? I actually think they've probably splitting up, outside of the public eye, and I think they're just trying to steer the narrative in the ways that they want to steer the narrative.
But I'd rather they just weren't this is just toxic. Like,
but this might be easier for them to be seen, maybe money wise, as a collective. There might be more money as being the Smiths, than Jada being Pinkett. I can't.
Yeah, I
pronounce
know
the
what you're
last
saying.
name. And Will Smith just being his own entity. They've already built that brand as being the Smiths. But I just think they're being catty right now, just going back and forth in the media.
And it's not interesting. It's just, it seems hurtful now. Like, even if Will turns into Joe Goldberg, like, I'm not gonna be surprised.
Hey, you.
Yo, love, we need to talk.
We're gonna get into that later.
But
Eman, what's your analysis? I feel like you've got something scandalous to say. Man wants to say, fuck Jada.
I would, but listen.
Will Smith stars in Bitch.
What is your ideology of marriage?
Who, me?
Yeah. Of course, Demi as well. I want to respond.
I've got a slightly jaded opinion on marriage. I think it's necessary, but I think it's evil at the same time.
I think
it's supposed to be a union of two people, right? And in modern terms, it's to create a family unit, because obviously someone takes the last name, and it kind of simplifies things under the court of the law.
yeah.
Do you get? But obviously, when it breaks down,
It's just class.
it is a mess. So I get the concept outside of the law that you want to have your own family unit. I get that. That's cool. That's not the evil bit. That's necessary to me personally to create more kids to create like a lineage. But then the other side of it, the financial side, the documentation side, I think it's a bit.
I feel like you can do everything that marriage wants you to do without actually getting married.
You can.
Like, you can buy a house with said person. You can have kids with that person without even getting married. I don't know. I think it's lost its merit.
True meaning.
Yeah. Especially when you look at the stats, and stats suggest that half of all marriages end in divorce anyway.
Some Thanos shit, dog.
For real.
Yeah.
Real people snapping their fingers. So I don't know. I don't think it's it doesn't carry the same weight that it once did. I feel like you can do everything you would have done without it.
But the problem is, as a celebrity, I think it's heightened. So that whole experience of if you want to break up, there's so much money involved now. At that point, like you're talking about in their situation, you're talking about millions, bro. Of course. So maybe it suits them, like I said earlier, to not actually, legitimately split up. If you don't actually hate this person, then I can live with you. I'll just have my own house on the side and fuck whoever.
Hey, that house is probably big enough that they don't even have to see each other Monday to Friday if they didn't want to. Probably have to do a few appearances here and there together, and that's it. Like,
I thought of a conspiracy theory, but before I get into that conspiracy theory, right? Me personally, my ideologies about marriage is that, from a biblical standpoint, both of you are going to come together, join as one.
Under God,
of course. You're going to create family, but then essentially there's going to be two things within a marriage. Before anything else, there's obviously duty, and then there's obviously sacrifice. So there's certain things and certain aspects that you, as a man who's now free, you can't enjoy in marriage, because you are now dedicated to one person, that's your wife. Vice versa, you as a woman can't enjoy a lot of things because you're now dedicated to one person, that's your husband. The duties that you have to do with each other to make sure that you stay with each other, you survive, and then also, more importantly, live together. And then if you want to, you can go off and create a family, with children, so on and so forth. That's how I see marriage. I mean, we can explore it into into one whole entire episode. And I think today, as you were speaking about it, a lot of people have just lost that. So when you go and do your vows, for better, for worse, for rich or poor, for in health and sickness, death do you apart. Death do you part. Now it's a case of, if you want to get married, person has to have money. Person A has to have money in order for you to succeed in a marriage. So now people are putting concepts and ideologies
into it that might
that doesn't necessarily make a marriage.
Okay, so do you think it's been complicated?
It's been complicated. Been complicated from day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, in poorer countries today, you'll see two people who've been married for 30 odd years. You'll see new couples today who don't have much money, but they're together and they have family. Do you get what I'm saying? Would I say happiness has to be the number one thing to achieve? I would say there are certain times where a person should be happy, and at certain times they should not be happy.
Do you know what, though? I have to say, I think a lot of people are marrying people they don't like.
I think today a lot of people are marrying people because it's like trophy.
Yeah, it's just
so like a woman
you need to check off. Like,
exactly.
For example, I've seen you and your relationship blossom. If you never
beautiful.
Married her, I wouldn't think you loved her any less. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It'd just be something to check off the list to do, because you're doing it because it's what people think you should do. Like, maybe Jada and Will should never have been together. From the sounds of things, it sounds like she's never got over Pac. So, Will's come into a relationship where he's always playing second fiddle. You're always trying to catch up to, this is from the outside looking in, you're always trying to meet the expectations that she probably had with Pac. So
yeah,
you're just, it was always destined to fail. I feel like they were always
saying it's a losing battle.
Yeah, they were always going to get to this point that we're now seeing unfold in the public eye.
For sure. And then also, like, as I said in the beginning of my explanation, it's like there's duty and then there's sacrifice. I think, of course, it's going to be very hard for you to let go of someone that you've loved for many years, but you're going to have to come to the understanding that, I gotta move on.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
This, of course, it's not it, but I have to move on
Your
because
betterment and your mental health, because I like, if I'm Will, my mental health would be in the bin right now. There's no way you can go to fucking who was she chatting with? I think she was with Gwyneth Paltrow, and she was talking like, what the fuck?
she looked uncomfortable in that video. She was just nodding her head like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I know you're shitting on Will right now. Like,
Yikes.
lady, I don't want to be involved, but yeah, I'll nod with you because womanhood, didn't it?
I'm curious to know what the divorce rates would be in Hollywood, because there's also
It's
that.
happening every day, bruv.
Like-
Out there, it's like high school. You just
That's
fuck one,
high school.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
sex with one person, then you're like, cool, boyfriend, girlfriend, love forever, ever, ever. Tomorrow, scene,
Are you talking about famous people? Will?
next
Or
person.
just
Yeah.
in Hollywood in general.
Famous people as well, yeah, because there's also that element of like lust and like being worshipped, and celebrities have that. You know, we barely can deal with, maybe a girl walking on the street that looks like a ting and giving you like the eyes. Could you imagine walking into a venue and like everybody is looking at you that way? So there's also that element of
it's hard to make them things work, man. Honestly,
it's very hard if you're in that kind of situation. So
Yeah,
we can only judge so far.
I think it probably is quite high. I mean, we see it all the time, like celebrities getting together, and I was thinking, this could be the one that works, and then you find out it doesn't. Like, I don't know.
yeah. So
I think most celebrities don't like their partners. Again, I've heard things about the Beckhams, like them two, shaky.
They probably
They're
have
a warrior.
The thing is, they probably have their system, innit?
yeah,
It's like you go out, do your
Do your
thing,
thing.
just don't let it come back to my yard, innit?
yeah,
They probably have that
yeah.
thing pattern, so there's also that to think about, and that's probably it is what Will and Jada have, innit? So
It's clearly,
because
but
I know for damn sure Will was definitely kicking it with what's her face, Margot Robbie on
100%, man.
what was that
them
movie?
pictures-
Lemon
Star-
cheeks.
well, they did focus
On the
together,
daily,
and then
bruv. Let me see your script. Yeah.
let me see your screen.
Listen, dog.
But coming back to your point, I watched the video about about marriage. Like this was like a Christian sermon, and basically they were talking about how if you marry a woman for a particular reason, what I mean is, like, for example, you marry her because she has status, you marry her because she has wealth, you marry her because if you, I mean, this is what happened back in the day in some relationships, so on and so forth. But people get married, one, to be loved, to appreciate another person, and also selflessness. That's the whole point. Like, that's the whole point of being a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
You want to love someone, you want to appreciate them the same way that you want to be appreciated.
Yeah.
So I think with like Hollywood, especially with Hollywood, people get together for the status.
Yeah.
Simple
Do you know what?
fact.
It's-
I mean, it's even
probably
worse.
borderline arranged marriage sometimes a little bit, in the sense that like, these two
I know-
stars make sense together. Do you know what I saw?
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Good,
This is
sense
part of my conspiracy theory, actually.
So a really good example of this is they got it right first time. So for example, if you look at Kim Kardashian, and the Kardashians are the best example of this, and more or less arranged marriages. Kim initially first married Chris Humphries. I couldn't tell you what team Chris played for. I couldn't tell you what
Was the Brooklyn Nets?
Oh, was it the Brooklyn Nets? Are you thinking of Blake Griffin?
No.
Okay. Well, either way, I couldn't tell you what team he played for. Couldn't tell you what position he played. I just couldn't tell you anything about that man.
Okay.
But that wasn't gonna raise Kim's status to the next level.
Yeah.
She then starts dating Kanye West. Kim's already famous, just astronomically famous.
Now
Now
she's
they've
a
been
goddess.
invited to events like the Met Gala. You know, you're upper echelon of fame now. They saw that Kylie was having a similar trajectory to Kim. Kylie and Tiger, that's a controversial couple from the jump.
Young one.
But it seemed like they really liked each other.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kylie deads off Tiger more or less and gets with Travis Scott. Travis Scott just had, I mean, before, at that point, I couldn't tell you what was the last Tiger album. Shouts out to Tiger for going on to have Taste.
Phenomenal rapper.
Phenomenal rapper. But he wasn't hot at that moment in time. Travis Scott had just come off having a #1 single and a #1 album. You got
Plus, he's working with Kanye.
exactly.
He's
So
aligned with
his-
Kanye West.
His
The whole
stardom was rising astronomically.
I'm following you.
So the point is, I guess, is that I think a lot of these celebrities be getting, to further your point, be getting with other celebrities to further their status, even if they don't necessarily like them, or just because it makes sense. Like, I could finesse this. I can do this. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense for us two to go out. I've got power. You've got power. You know, we put that power together. If we have a kid on top of that power,
and I think
laughing.
that's what's going on currently at the moment. A lot of people are getting married for the wrong reasons. Hence why there's 50% divorce rate. Can't really go deep into it, but let me go into my conspiracy theory now. I think today there's a movement, right, and it's to hate black men for some reason. And I think right now with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith as well being together for a long time, being an iconic couple, now Will Smith out here just looking weak, mad weak. Are they trying to say something? Are they trying to say that black men?
you think they're trying to demasculate Will Smith?
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
It's a trash conspiracy theory, but it's just one for conversation.
Okay, well, if we want to conversate it, I just don't think I don't think it has much weight.
What?
He's a very hard like he's one of the most famous black people of all time. Like I don't think he'll be he's looking soft out here.
Looking like food out here.
Yeah.
Future tweeted today.
I'd rather hang out with Jada.
I'm throwing arms, bro.
And I get it. He's in a vulnerable position right now, but it's still Will fucking Smith. You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't think that's gonna...
It's so mad that, you know, when someone says, "Oh yeah, Will Smith is a black man."
Don't want me, man.
Yeah.
Talk, man.
Actually, I can't say that, but anyway, yeah. But then again, yeah, just to throw this spanner in the whole works, yeah. I said there is duty and there is sacrifice whenever it comes to a marriage, yeah, because this is something that's a long term. This is not something that's short term, yeah. Now, you obviously said they've both agreed on like open relationships, yeah.
Supposedly,
right? Let's just run with it and say that they have. Speculation, we can't confirm, neither deny, but we're just speculating. So let's say they get to a point. No, let me say it like this, yeah. When does it become an issue when you're now competing with the guy that isn't married to your wife? Because currently, at the moment, this is 50-year-old penis versus 21-year-old penis.
Okay. What a crazy way to put it.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But you should never be competing anyway. So it's flawed. Anyway, I don't think you should ever have to be competing with said person. Like, I think that's
if that's your situation, then
that's my cue to leave.
To be patterned, then, yeah. And at that point, you know, like you said, you're like when you're in a relationship, you're more or less. I think it was a really good joke from Chris Rock, where it's like you're in the service industry now. Like you're here to like actually serve. Like
that's a fact.
And it goes both ways. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're with somebody who you have the situation where you can go outside and do ABC, you don't want it. You don't want the mess to come to your doorstep, which is where I kind of can see why Will would be pissed, because that whole what's his name?
August,
it was just on blast. Like it was in everybody's face. So
poorly handled. There was just so much wrong.
It's crazy.
So much wrong and nothing was right. If that makes
crazy.
sense. So I it's certainly
because as I was saying, the sacrifice, you can't like all that other stuff that you wanted to do. If you were free, you can't do that with me now.
It's not.
But then now you want to give that option out. Oh yeah, let's just be free with it, bro. I can say the same thing for Amandem. What's better, 50-year-old pussy or 21-year-old pussy?
I wouldn't know.
That's a great answer. That's a good answer.
Honestly, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, but I mean, so like when it comes to Jada, like saying all this stuff, yeah, being super bold, like, come on, this guy is 50. This guy is 50, but you've both grown together. You're both individuals who have great minds, great talent. But you have to understand, like, at the end of the day, I can't do a thing with some young boy.
Nah.
And at the same time, like if we're supposed to stay together, at least have that conversation. Like they've been having conversation, but it's like, okay, let's go on a break. And then now from a break to an open relationship.
Yeah.
Now from an open relationship, supposedly, to now slandering each other.
I mean,
and then my man out here is just, he's promoting his book on a regular. Like, yo, this is my book. This is my book. This is my book. It says everything. I wrote it.
What,
blah,
all
blah,
this
blah.
is promoting the book?
No, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to promote that film that he's doing about Serena Williams' dad.
And I don't think that's going too well.
Really? I heard the opposite.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
No, I think he's just going through like a horrible time because now he has to be talking about, oh yeah, limp dick.
Well, yeah.
Listen, dog, destruction of the black man, man. Eman's onto something. Dave Chappelle,
Did she say
destruction
he
of the
has
black
a
man.
limp dick?
Nah, I didn't say that,
Oh,
but
okay.
she was insinuating it. I mean,
She's
look,
evil,
look at the
man.
way she was bold.
Nah.
Like she was fired with the short hair, but with the bold now, oh, skin fate. Skin fate
Level
Jada.
one.
Level one.
Me and my girl got the same barber.
Listen, dog, your theory lends well into the next topic.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Have you guys seen the special?
I haven't, but
Why?
just haven't got around to it. Was it good?
I thought it was amazing.
I think it's my least favorite. I'll expand on why.
Okay.
It won't be the reasons you think it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's my least favorite. Shall we get into it?
Yeah.
So Dave Chappelle's been getting a lot of backlash because of his transphobic and homophobic jokes that were specifically like said in his newest special on Netflix. Netflix got a lot of backlash as well. A lot of people walked out, and there's a whole lot of internet outrage. Now, I think the real concept here, the overarching concept here, is about, you know, can comics have this per se pass to say what they want to say about whoever they want to say it about? And overall, I agree. I think comics should be allowed the pass to do this. Dave Chappelle has done it from day. He's taken the piss out of black people. He's taken the piss out of white people. He's taken the piss out of Asian people. Everybody under the sun has gotten it, and I agree with that sentiment. And in that special in particular, there's certain things I liked what he did, because he started a special by saying, I won't spoil too much about it, Demi, in case you want to watch it, but he has a joke about how a black person who was a slave back in the however many years ago, he got released as being free. He was no longer a slave no more. So the first thing he did was he went and got his own slaves.
Well, no, that's actual facts. No. That's,
So
as funny as it may seem, that's actual facts. Yeah.
So, and he used that as an analogy to explain the situation with his friend. Right at the end, he was a transgender woman. I won't explore what happens at the end, but it was masterful. That was the best thing about the whole thing.
Yeah,
because it made 100% sense. My only criticism with this special, personally, is that it wasn't as funny. I felt like some of his jokes, because Dave is good at shooting at this person, baba. Shooting at this person, baba. Shooting at this person, baba. The whole time, he had the missile on the transgender community. Like, he had an agenda.
Yeah.
And with him having an agenda, I felt like he lost a bit of focus, and and the borderline between it being funny and it being offensive, the lines get a bit blurred. And I can't, to be honest with you, I can't tell somebody how to feel about being offended, right? Like, could you imagine like a white person going on the stage, and just saying mad black people jokes?
That happened.
We're gonna want to fight, innit? We're gonna want to fight.
Do you remember the time it was this one white comedian? He said nigga.
Oh,
the one Kramer from Seinfeld.
I think so. Yeah.
So
people were like, "What are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing?"
People are gonna be mad.
Yeah, people are gonna be mad.
I get why they're mad. I understand it. And my criticism for Dave personally is that it just didn't land. The jokes weren't as...
Well, that's what I always say.
That's
I
good,
think you can say. I think comics can say whatever they want.
Yeah,
but they better make sure it's funny.
It's fucking funny,
because if it's not, or if the joke doesn't land, that's when you're on hot water. And it sounds like that's
when the crowd's quiet.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. It was heading towards that. Especially if I can, because I know he's got that bag because he's a very intelligent person. So sometimes it is actually just nice to hear Dave Chappelle just talk. But it sounds like you're giving off your opinion and you're just rattling off, and it sounds like you're just rattling off hate. which I don't think was his intention, but that's how it will sound to that community.
To that
And again,
community.
all I can say is definitely, I'm never going to tell someone how to feel on a particular topic. If they're offended, they have every right to be offended. But that being said, if the joke don't land, that's where comics lose their license, I think.
The problem with Dave though is he has such a big core following that there's going to be people who find it funny. Like I've looked online, bare people still find it funny. Some people in the transgender community found it funny. I think Caitlyn Jenner came out a few days ago and said, yeah, Dave has a right to say whatever he wants to say. I'm not saying she's an advocate for this community, don't kill me, but I'm just saying that it will land for a lot of people, and some of it landed for me, some of it. But there was at certain points where I genuinely felt uncomfortable watching it. I was like, oh no, he's letting the thing grow. Like he has the Mac 5 where the gun is caught and he's just spraying, and I'm just like, but I see what you're trying to do here.
There were certain points where he was saying a lot of things, and personally, I have felt like this as well.
Go on.
Why is right? So we talk about Black Power. When I say Black Power, I mean Black empowerment. That's a better phrase to say, because the moment you say Black Power, someone could then turn around and say white power, and I don't want to have that conversation. But there's Black empowerment, Black progression within that concept. Yeah.
Yep.
But whenever we have that conversation, it's always it's spoken of, but then I felt like there's a moment where it just pauses for a long period of time. Whereas the LGBTQ community have had a great run. Congratulations to them, because they've been successful in attempting to get what they need to get. But when it comes to Black people, it's shunned upon. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm following you.
So when he was speaking, I was listening and I was fully engaged, because those emotions that he feels, I have felt as well. I still feel the same, because it's like, why is it that Black people are just asking for just very simple things, or more importantly, asking for a lot more that should have been given to us a long time ago? Like, we just want to be treated equal as everybody else. But then you guys, on the other hand, you have the whole media platform, you have everything in your hands, where it's like, you guys have just been given the footstool to just do whatever you want, whereas we're still struggling to get to that point.
It's the bit where he says
about the baby comment. I thought that was very clever.
Yeah,
I saw that clip.
Yeah. And then he leads
there was a lot more as well.
He leads on to say that he's jealous.
Yeah,
he says he's jealous of the LGBT community because of how
very envious. Yeah,
how far they have come in such a short period of time.
In such a short span of time.
And I've got that bit. I understand what he's trying to say.
I don't think that's. I can't really 100% back that, because there's obviously Black people within the LGBTQ community, so
but they have yet to receive respect because they're Black.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Same thing with like Black feminists.
I mean,
we can go into deeper topics. Like, there's Black feminists, there's Black LGBT community. They're not receiving love. And then even like, for example, if I go deeper and further, like, I've never really.
But I don't think we should make it an us versus them.
No. We should not make it us versus them.
Of course,
but there is the conversation for that.
I hear what you're saying.
And
so, I certainly hear what you're saying. I just don't
with
want to come across like
the Black Lives Matter organization. I had a conversation. I don't want to say his name because it's like, I don't want to put him out there like that. But basically, I had a conversation with a wonderful individual, and he basically said the Black Lives Matter, you split it into two. So you split into the movement and you split into the organization. Yeah, the organization so far has done nothing for the Black community. I mean, close to nothing. I would rather say that, because to say nothing, I mean, it kind of puts a bad light on them. But they've done close to nothing for us. But for the LGBT community, bro, they're doing quite a lot.
Say word.
Mothers, they're doing quite a lot on every single LGBTQ flag. I mean, there's the black stripe. All we get is Black History Month. That's all we get. The Black History, the Black Lives Matter company currently at the moment, they're being investigated because one of the individuals went out and bought multi-million dollar houses. So it's like, we give you this money to go and help us, but
you're not doing.
You're not really helping us. You're helping the other side. sorry, I don't want to make it sides, but I'm saying like
I know
you
what
guys
you're
are
trying to say.
helping
I know what you're
another
trying to say.
cause. That's the better way to say it. You're helping another cause, and you're not really helping the black community that you said that you're going to serve. And then with the movement, it now becomes misconstrued because it's like, hold on a second, like what are we fighting for?
Sometimes I even be forgetting that the organisation exists. So you're obviously doing you're doing niche.
1000%.
That's where a lot of the gripes of other communities come from when it comes to the Black Lives Matter thing, which was what I've seen anyway.
Yeah.
But I think the whole
But
day thing.
back to Dave. Yeah,
I think the whole day thing, just to close, is more so, in my opinion, is just that I like Dave when he's giving out the cold hard truth equally.
Yeah.
And he's just he's being smart
So
with
did
it.
you
He's
feel
not.
like it was the whole show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that, and I get it because I know what he's trying to do, but what it has created is did you see the walkout in Netflix?
Yeah.
Bare people. To be fair, that video is really, really funny, but I won't get into what the video is really not even in a juvenile way, but like the way the guys are protesting, and one guy like snapped this guy's a sign and tried to like use it against him. And like it's just and then this is white women in the background screaming like.
This reminds me of the
screaming
Jay-Z
out.
video
It's
that
crazy.
came out like 2 nights ago.
What
So
was
I'd
it?
like to have a moment in your time to talk about success. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, like,
Nah.
there's 60 things going on. There's someone's playing the bagpipes.
Someone's rapping his verse off Watch the Throne. That is the funniest video I've ever seen.
Whoever was rapping, his life was on the line. Like, you know when they say sing this verse or you're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's someone. I think someone had a gun to his
And
head.
what Jay-Z was there.
So Jay-Z's out. He's just come out the Barclays Center and he's signing autographs for fans and whatever. He's trying to get to his car, and like there's a group of about 10. There's a group of about 10 people, and they're just they're screaming at him, asking for autographs. Someone's playing the bagpipe in the background. The Scottish instrument bagpipes, like going for it.
Yeah.
Someone's rapping his verse. And then the nail on.
I just walking towards the car.
I was just walking towards the car. Someone goes, "Can I have a moment of your time to talk about success?" And he goes, "No, I don't want to do that right now."
It's the way he does it.
Respect to him, man.
Oi.
I hear
People are
it.
shameless.
He's been really funny recently. Did
I
you
hear
see
it.
the Chinese lady nearly spilled his drink?
Look on his face. Oi.
He's a nice man as well. You can tell. Like, you're
Jay kills me. Oh, it's just his facial expressions and the way his mannerisms just absolutely kill me, man.
Nah, it's so fun. No, I don't want to do that right now.
Oh, mate, nah. But yeah, man. With the whole day thing, I would recommend you to watch it just to see how you feel about it.
I just didn't get around to it. It's on my list of things to
Yeah,
watch.
definitely watch it and see how you feel. I think you'll probably come around to the same opinion as us because he does something very masterful. Like his public speaking is like it's funny. His public speaking has gone better, but I don't know if his comedy is like gotten
just
better at
leveled
the
up,
same
yeah.
way. But
No, but that's the issue. He has to deal with a bunch of people trying to take out his career. Everything that he's built, everything that he's done, he has a bunch of people trying to take him out. But he's like, guys, you have to understand. I'm trying to do the best. I'm trying to do the job as best as I can.
Has anything?
not
Has he
defend
come out
you.
personally to say anything about?
He said, listen, I love cancel culture. That's about it.
he said he will happily speak to them, but
Yeah, he
but
would.
they haven't reached out to him. But
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's going. Netflix ain't gonna do nothing. They don't care.
It's not that they don't
they're
care.
behind
It's
him.
not that they don't care. It's just like, I think they have a similar stance. It's like, well, at the end of the day, this is comedy. We all love him, and we know that it's not out of malice.
He's not
a malice intent.
100%. He's not a hateful person, or he's not someone. Yeah, no, not at all. If anything, he's just trying to. I think he's trying to further the conversation and be like, let's all have
Have this
conversation.
uncomfortable
But
conversation. Yeah.
It's
It's a way to do it.
Exactly. Sometimes you know what the old saying is: it's not what you say, it's not how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I think on this occasion, it sounds like that was the issue. I think we all know he's one of the funniest people to probably ever exist, but it didn't land. And like I said at the beginning of this topic, if you're gonna, comics will always forever have a past. No matter how PC we all get as a community, I think they will always have that past. But if you're telling a joke, you better make sure it's funny.
That's the best way to wrap it up, mate. I agree.
All right. I don't know if you watch this show, but do you watch You?
No, still haven't watched it.
I
I
think
would. I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I don't know what episode it was, but I just watched it. It was kind of mid.
I don't know about that.
But it was only like 3 minutes.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was only 3
I thought
minutes.
you did, yeah. Nah.
Listen, let Joe cook, man. Let that boy cook.
Do you know? At first I was like, this season could be dumb as fuck. I really enjoyed myself.
You enjoyed the season, yeah?
It was a ride.
Is it all the episodes are there? Or is it one?
Yeah, it's
one
all
each
the
week?
episodes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
man. You should do it. It's just he's
The
a wild boy.
The show is so dumb. It's entertaining. Like, Love is nuts. Do you know what? I think Love is going to become the female version for the Joker. Like, you know how man then be like, oh yeah, I can see myself in the Joker. I think crazy girls are going to be like, yeah, Love is who I aspire
that's
to
their
be.
bag, yeah.
That's their bag.
She was the highlight of the season. She was very stupid the whole season, but her acting is fantastic.
The best crazy eyes in the business right now, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%.
Like she has this way of making her eyes look like marbles, and it just looks like you're looking into glass. Like it's like no one's home. It's phenomenal. It's yeah, she really was in her acting bag. Penn Badgley, the person who plays Joe, brought it again. Like it was phenomenal. I was very, very entertained from what I saw this year. My question is, where did they find that box?
Which one?
The
Sorry.
one they put the people in.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you
That couple
Amazon
was
that?
stupid as well. You ended up turning it into like a TED Talk thing. Like I thought it was entertaining. It's not a good show. I'll be honest with you. It's not a good show, but it's
very
very,
CW.
very, very entertaining. Oh, I don't even think it's CW. I just think it's very like. It's just dumb. Like certain things happen, and you're like, "Why is this happening?"
I'm
but
watching,
it's so
I'm
entertaining,
watching you
man.
for the plot. The plot is Marianne.
Is she the library girl? Yeah, she's nice, man.
Different
It's a good show, and like I feel like it's held together by real standout performances.
That's
the
it,
The
yeah,
guy
I
who
agree.
plays Joe, the main guy, he's a
cooking.
very good actor, and he's just good at being an absolute creep. To be completely honest with you,
Listen, what's it? On YouTube, watch you without Joe's narration.
it's not the same.
It's terrifying.
Oh, it's worse.
I'm petrified. This guy is insane.
Oh yeah. Of
He
course.
is a psychopath.
Yeah, he's absolutely nuts. It's the episode where I won't spoil too much, but he was in Marianne's house and he saw the was it the underwear? Or he saw something and he just grabbed it and put it in his pocket. I said, "This guy,
He's a real sick. Oh,
You need to stop doing this, bro."
Wait, so from what you told me last time, this is a guy
Yes.
that's in love with one girl, keeps following this girl, and everybody that she may like, he kills.
Essentially, yes.
So how's this guy beat?
oh yeah, he is.
Yeah. He's
So is he
slapping
with her?
cheeks. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, this is all unnecessary.
But she's crazy. I know.
Imagine not beating and doing all of this.
Nah.
I'd be down tremendous.
Down tremendous.
Like, you're just playing
kill
yourself
count,
now.
My kill count is higher than my body count. Like what?
Now, what do you tell the police?
Call of Duty
Yeah,
shit.
listen, I was trying to like, this girl, yeah, I really liked her, I really loved her, and I killed everybody, but I didn't beat.
I'd be
Dude,
like,
Waste of deaths.
Doomed.
that's a fact.
Doomed. Absolutely doomed. But the girl who he's with is, if not more crazy than him. He finds out.
Oh, she is.
Right.
And they have a child together.
Right. Yeah, okay.
That child is gonna grow up like
He's doomed.
he's definitely gonna have issues because if love is your mum, you're cooked, man.
She's glowed up.
This is the blonde woman, isn't it?
No. Wait, is she blonde? I don't know what.
No, I don't want to say brunette because I don't really know.
That's the first girl. I won't give you spoilers.
Whenever Beck.
Cool.
But Love is she's very attractive in this season. I must say.
I don't
I'm
know
not
what-
really into that bag, but she's
Good food.
the food is actually very good. It's very good food.
That's what I mean by good food, if you guys were inquiring. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and she'd be making good food. She had a whole bakery. So I'm here for it. I'm a fan.
Indeed.
Yeah, I already said like I'm on my knees.
I said I need that.
I need
Oi.
Okay.
just a conversation, but nah, I enjoyed it. And the ending was really good. My when we did a playlist, my choice for the song or my song choice will be from the finale of the show. So yeah,
Cool.
they put together a really good show, and I was entertained. Joe's crazy, but you know what else can you do?
That's a fact.
Have you guys started watching Why the Last Man?
No, I've not heard of it. What is this?
You don't know about Why the Last Man?
Go on.
So Why the Last Man is basically...
Is it on Netflix?
No,
Okay.
Disney Plus.
Okay.
So pretty much the world is running smoothly, and then for some reason every creature with a Y chromosome, basically every male, right, everything that's been born a male, Y chromosome, dies.
And there's one man left, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's one man left and his pet.
And so what's he doing? What's he going around the world doing?
So since you've not watched it, I was going to ask, if you guys watched it, I was going to ask you several different questions. But since you guys have not watched it, what would you do if you were the last man on Earth? Demi.
Yo, we're having a party.
Man said cocaine's a drug.
Yo, bubbly on stat.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what I would do?
Whoa.
I'll buy a lot of weaponry.
Yeah.
I'll buy a lot of guns because there's a woman out there that wants to kill me.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Didn't even
Think about it.
In this
Because
season,
there's going to be that feminist that's like, yo, get him out of here.
Think about it.
We won.
They're going to pull up. So
in this season,
Gun pull up as
it
well.
explores that.
is that
It explores it.
I'll buy a lot of guns.
But like,
Why do they want him gone though? Because they need him for recreation.
no.
No.
No. Like, I'm not spoiling
He's a
anything.
rapper.
I'm not spoiling
you tell
anything.
me,
Right
bro.
now, I'm on episode 8 because that's what Disney Channel was given. Like Disney Plus was giving
The
us.
shirts on because I'm watching the last night with Disney Channel.
That's hilarious.
This is what Disney Plus has actually given us.
Right.
Like, but I believe there's other episodes out there already, like online. I've not yet gone to see online, but
Right.
whatever the case may be. But it does explore
that
side of things,
That would-
and then
that
it
would be
explores
okay.
like where there's women who are like conservative, who love their men,
okay.
and they have to now come together.
Okay,
and
so you
agree.
know what's going to happen? If this was real, there'd be a faction that would protect him and be like, okay, well, we kind of need him, even if we don't fancy him.
No one knows he's alive though.
So, does
No,
he even
Is he,
know
wearing
what's
is he wearing a disguise or something?
Nah.
He puts his cap on like Joe. I'm out.
Nah. So like,
That's funny.
it's mad. Yeah, it's kind of
I
mad.
might watch it still. It sounds like it's an interesting concept.
It's a very interesting concept. So basically, the guy, only a few people know that he's alive. Everybody else is assuming that all men are dead. Like male cows, male chickens, like everybody just believes that every male Y chromosome thing is dead, is done. But they don't know that he is alive. It's only a few people, a few handful of people that actually know he's alive.
Fair enough.
So that's how the story explores. But
Just
I had a
can't see why you
conversation.
wouldn't kill him. That makes no sense.
No, I had a conversation with my work colleague, and basically he was like for the first 2 weeks, yeah, you might be in a position of like you're just out here, yeah, you're really just you're outside, outside. Just anybody that wants it, you can come get it, but it's gonna be mad. But then
Drop
he
the
said,
postcode like Iron Man did in Iron Man 3.
but he said that,
my black, you know what?
I'm outside the real New York.
but he said like we did explore the conversation, and he said that pretty much you'll be the most valuable asset. So they may put you down in like comatose and just use you for sperm.
Yeah, I could see that being a reality.
Man's just there like a cow, bro. They're just milking you off,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Yeah.
peak.
Milking you off.
Damn.
What, did they bring you back like the Winter Soldier?
That's crazy. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
That's very interesting.
Do
We have any more topics? I don't know if we do.
So.
Actually. We got more to get into next week anyway, so
Yeah.
we can always leave it there. We've got 45 minutes in, 54 minutes in. Sorry.
Oh, we fed the people. That was a good episode actually. I enjoyed that.
Know what I'm saying?
Playlist
Music
people.
selection. Music selector.
Oh yeah. So
Wow.
I wanted to choose a different song. I forgot the song I was going to choose.
I'll kick things off anyway.
But there's this song. There's this song
Oh, go
here. Shoutouts to Reason from TDE. He recently released a 3-pack. Shoutouts to Big Sean and Hit Boy. They produced a great five track song. What's your problem, bro?
You already know how I feel about that man.
Why, you just think he's monotone?
I think I'm slowly beginning to side with Demi. You know.
I think it's one of the
Big
worst
Sean
things to
now.
happen to rap.
Okay, not that.
Wow.
But okay, fair enough. I don't know. I feel like I'm losing interest in his music now.
He's got what? Do you know what? It's a shame because he's got one good album, and that album is a personal classic. I think where I was in
Dark
my life,
Sky.
like we was at uni.
Fantastic album.
There's a lot of good songs on there that I even still go back to. I just can't believe his downfall.
Might hate. Anyways.
It is hate, but hey man, someone's got to do it.
So this song is 12 a.m. in
Simon
ATL.
Cowell.
Yeah, 12 a.m. in ATL.
Is that your choice?
That's my choice.
By who?
By Reason.
Oh, Reason,
Yeah,
yes,
Reason, Wale, Isaiah Rashad,
Cool, you're just gonna be getting lyrics at your face, innit?
Betty the Butcher.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Just when you think, just when I'm out, they pull me back in.
For fuck's sake, you man.
He's a real sick. Oh,
Demi, what's your choice?
my choice is Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver, Exile.
Bon Iver. Oh,
Yeah.
that guy is.
Dope,
he's good. He's good peoples.
Nice. My choice is it's called Stars Align. It's by Majid Jordan and Sir Drizzy Drake. It's a good song actually.
Okay, I'll give it a spin.
It's a good song. Yeah, listen to it.
What do Majid Jordan sing, or they just DJs? I'm not really too sure what they do.
They both sing, but one sings more predominantly than the other, and the other one produces.
Is it a bit like who am I trying to think of that duo? They're also OVO.
Division?
Yeah.
A bit, but them slightly more pop. But they're good. They're very talented. They make
Come
good
to
music.
OVO if you don't want your dreams to come true.
Yikes!
That label was trash, man. I'm sorry.
You're disrespecting another smooth stinger. Is that what it is?
OVO season, baby.
Maybe.
Scorpio season. You know what
I
I'm saying?
honestly thought he would be the. I don't know why for so long I thought he would be the star sign before Scorpio until the album came out.
Okay, right. Okay.
What's the star sign before you lot?
I don't know. Don't care. Don't care, fam. Bloody walk out my face.
We're gonna get a woman on here to explain to us star signs in detail.
To be honest, personally, I don't believe in star signs. I don't believe it's an.
I find it
Actually, you know what?
interesting,
I
100%.
find it
do.
interesting, but
You know what? I
I'm
do
not that
believe.
invested.
I do believe that there's powers in it, but personally, I'm not aligned with them powers. Let's just say
The
that.
greatest thing like that. Obviously, I'm Christian. I believe in God and that Jesus is the Son of God. But if we believe someone walked on water, let the man believe that the moon, when he was born, the moon was doing a thing, and it's impacted the way you are.
Hey man, it might be an ancestral spirit. I don't know.
Just for that, mate. Yeah, bang. You're getting it.
You know, I've been saying that all week since that episode.
That's one of the funniest moments. Nah, you know what? Give me some. The delivery was A1. That's the name of the episode.
I'm in tears. Hey.
It might be an ancestral spirit. I don't know. Just for that, mate. You're getting it.
Oh mate. Episode 111 is it?
What a crazy way to end.
Listen, man,
We love you guys. We appreciate you guys for listening to us every week. Hashtag MIC Pod on all socials. Drop us some love. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening, wherever you are in the world, just let us know. You know? Made in Chafford on all socials. And we out.
bye.
Might be an ancestral spirit. I don't know.
My Lord and Savior.